Hi everybody, it's Paul here from Tribal Triathlete. This week we've been squaring off kind of run specific strengths and helping you with a few basic exercises which are going to help you prevent you becoming injured when you're running. It's one of the keys to staying healthy with triathlon because this is where most injuries happen. So today we're going to look at specific strength for your running, but we're going to do something we haven't done yet, and that is we're going to look at actual elasticity of your lower leg and your foot complex as a resource for you to use to improve your running economy and improve your running. The reason we haven't looked at this yet is because when you introduce power training and elasticity training, it's normally quite a big load, and the exercises are a bit more complex, and it's really hard for me to get those across on video. But with running, we've got some really simple exercises that can help you to develop elasticity of your lower leg, but they're not going to kind of bring about any injury or anything like that, and you can start with some really basic versions. So that's what I'm going to give you today. I'm going to give you a little four exercise progressions, you starting to kind of build a little bit more elasticity around the lower leg. And we're going to start with one of our actual running drills that we use within the pose method, which is called the springiness drill. Now, within pose method, we're always trying to establish this nice S-shaped position, which is right here, which is in perfect posture with ankle, hip, shoulder and ear in one line straight down with a nicely bent knee and a relaxed ankle. So we always want to strengthen around this shape when you're doing your elasticity training. So here, springiness position is getting into this great pose or posture, and then just adding the lightest bounce on your toes. This is the springiness position. I'll just turn it around for you. You're making sure you're always bent in your knees and you're relaxed in your ankles. So one of the greatest misconceptions about pose is that you're up on your toes the whole time. So the problem with that is that that's a really short route to tightening your calf and causing injury around your lower leg. What we want to make sure we're doing is landing on the ball of the foot as close as possible underneath your centre of mass, but then making sure we're relaxed in the ankles. So actually it doesn't matter if occasionally your heel kisses the floor, that really doesn't matter. So I don't need you to be right up on your toes when you do this exercise. I just want you to be really relaxed, knees are bent, you're landing on the ball of your foot as you would, and your heel's just going to occasionally kiss the floor. Now imagine this, and you can try this as a kind of building evidence for why you wouldn't land on your heel. And you can try and do this drill just by landing on your heels, see how it feels, and see if you think it's kind of right for us from an evolutionary kind of standpoint to land on your heel whilst you're running, especially if you got bare feet. So why don't you just try that? I've got to show you, it's really boggy and it just doesn't work, right? You don't get anything back from the floor. But when we're building elasticity and with springiness, we actually get some kind of rebound off the floor and ground reaction force, and that's what can really help us to pick up our cadence when we run and help protect us from injury if we're landing underneath our centre of mass. So that's the first drill. Now you can progress springiness from double leg to single leg. And you're just working on the reactive nature of your foot from the floor. Again, it doesn't matter if your heel kisses the floor, that's not really a problem at all. Just doesn't matter if the whole foot lands at the same time, as long as there's initial contact with the ball of the foot. Here's two more progressions for you to work on that same elasticity. Now the first one is just to start wide of your body in springiness and then just jump in and out. As if you're playing hopscotch, you can just jump in and out like so, staying on the balls of your feet and making sure your knees are bent and you've got this great kind of pose going on. Okay, and the last progression, once you've worked through those and you feel confident that your lower leg is strong enough for you to cope with a little bit of elasticity work and hopping, we'll try this one. So you go from underneath your hips to lifting and just kissing your heels together. Every time you land, you're looking to make your foot contact time as fast as possible. Same as when you run, we're looking just to pull the foot from the floor the moment it touches down. So knees bent, and just kiss your heels together off the floor and land directly back underneath your hips again. Okay, good luck with those elasticity exercises to help prevent you from getting injured, and let me know if you've got any questions. Cheers, see you next week.